Hello, my name is Pamela Hurtado. I'm from Section 1, and I'm going to talk about my learning and teaching reflection from the Ethics and Professionalism unit. In terms of teaching, I'm going to start with the role plays. Um, we were able to choose the book we wanted to read again, so I appreciate that you take our preferences into consideration. Also, I think it was a very funny activity because we're used to present very formally. So I'm always considering the words I'm going to say, and that I'm really concerned that my presentation looks serious and formal. So this activity, in this activity, I didn't feel like stressed or anxious about my performance. Um, Moreover, I really enjoyed it watching my classmates' presentation. I think that all of them were very funny, and that we were able to use English in a non-academic context, which it's really amazing and something that doesn't happen the whole time. Regarding the task, I really like the fact that the dilemmas you gave us were very realistic, since all of them were situations we could face in the future, or even we can see them in our current elapse. So all of this helped me at least to acknowledge that there are always more than one solution, that we should stick to our principles, and that maybe we can propose, and the solutions can come from ourselves. um, I also like the language focus because I have been struggling about how to teach English or grammar specifically into a communicative way, because it's really easy actually to teach grammar. I don't know, thinking about the pronouns, because I have been teaching present simple in my current life. So in during my interventions, when I was planning, I thought, okay, how will I'm going to teach this without telling the students that with these pronouns I use the s and with these ones I don't. So through this language focus during the classes, uh, I was able to imitate you and use participations to teach grammar. Um, Finally, in the readings, I really love the radical teaching. I think I don't remember very well the name, but basically I loved it because I had never I hadn't associate unions as a fundamental aspect of professionalism. And at the end, it makes sense because if we have problems, if we have um, situations that are difficult to go through to deal with, um, maybe in unions with the other teachers, it's easier, and basically because also it builds like an identity as teachers, something that here in Chile we don't have. um, and I also like that you used Marco para la Buena Enseñanza as a reference, because first it helped us to analyze our dilemma, considering a Chilean context, yes, considering oh, I'm sorry, considering that this text is very related to our context, it's Chilean, so we can apply it easily to the things we might observe here. And regarding my learning reflection, well, I think that the unit, it's really appropriate to the instances we are going through now, because since we are in intervening in the classrooms, it's very important to consider students' best interests. So I think all the text and the classes were like linked to that, and it's important to our process to remember that students are first. uh, and regarding my personal goals in these units, I choose two. The first one, it's the same that last unit, language structure, and also now writing. Why I choose these two uh, um, these two elements? Because I'm still feeling that I have problems with language structure. Maybe they are not like too much like I had previously. I feel that I have improved, but I'm still making some mistakes, and sometimes they are very elementary. And I choose the writing because it's a very time consuming skill. And for me, it's really hard to write under pressure. And I decided to work on writing thinking of the midterm, because I usually cannot write. I cannot write, and I'm not able to accomplish the task. um, how I work with this, the first, I'm still working with my class, with my friends, on Fridays after classes. And so we're still using the grammar in used, and we are teaching the units. And in terms of writing, I I didn't do it every week, but I wrote a paragraph and I sent it to a friend who is an English teacher. Unfortunately, this the writing part I didn't accomplish. It was very hard for me to write in the midterm. I think I wrote just two paragraphs, and I'm not happy with the results. So I think I'm going to work, and I'm going to look for another strategies for the next semester.